Hello, my name is Jason Hill, and I'm starting this kind of Zbrush sketchbook blog thing on YouTube, and I'm hoping it'll give me a chance to get some more sculpting done, help me improve the things that I do, and also just kind of supply this kind of stuff to an audience that I hope is out there. I was looking for videos like this, and I still do, so I thought maybe other people would, learn something from me, and I could help out, or just, hang out and sculpt. So, alright, here we go. That image you saw in the beginning is the sketch that inspired this by my friend AJ. So anyways, this base mesh here, I created pretty quickly in Maya, and right now I'm just roughing out the shape and the proportions and stuff. The reason I did the base mesh in Maya instead of doing something like Z-spheres, what you can do in ZBrush, and I'm planning on doing a bunch of these, so I hope I can cover all this stuff. I'll do sculpts with Z-spheres and stuff too. But the reason I did it was because of the hoods, the protrusions on top of the creature. I felt like would be more difficult to try to get that going in with Z-spheres or something like that. So I just did it in Maya pretty quickly. That sketch you can take a look at in full resolution at AJ's blog spot. It's robotpencildesign.blogspot.com, and I'll probably be doing a couple of his things. I really like his stuff. He draws things that you feel like you've never seen before, even though maybe the idea's been done. But I really like I feel like he has a fresh take. Like he'll do something like a vampire. He's got vampires and stuff on there, and everybody in the world's done a vampire, but he has a good sense of what's fresh and cool, and it really gets me in a sculpting mood. So yeah, so this is just more blocking stuff in. I used the clay tubes brush in ZBrush, which you saw earlier, to like put in mass and kind of sketch out. I use them as kind of guiding lines when you use it yourself, or if you saw in the video. I still am going back and forth with it now, but I like it because it builds mass, and like I said, I use it kind of like a blueprint. I try to get in muscles or defining points of what I'm doing on there, and I feel like it also adds texture. It keeps the surface from being even by putting circles everywhere. So as you're going up in subdivision levels, there's still that texture there from earlier. It keeps it from looking mathematical. I think it helps make it look more organic. With this creature, I'm trying to, I guess a lot of the time, this is me doing a tooth. I just used a sphere. Anyways, and I skipped ahead here because after the tooth was done, I exported it to Maya, and I moved it that way. I moved a couple in ZBrush, but I ended up just moving a bunch in Maya and mirroring them over. And that's the same tooth duplicated a bunch. I felt like I was just going to make them look different in ZBrush. So yeah, with a lot of things in sculptures, you try to keep things in mind of what you want to do with it, instead of just plowing ahead. And with this one, there's two main things. One was the contrast between fleshy, soft forms and rigid, bone-like mass. So I'm trying to make a difference between those two surface types. The other thing I wanted to keep is from the original drawing. I felt like it's kind of a creature that has all the scary stuff you could think of, like big dominant hoods, which I felt like are kind of nature's defense mechanism, like the feathers on a peacock, or like that would expand. Not that his would expand, but that's the impression, so that from the front view he looks like this big scary dude. And then obviously, like, the bear trap of teeth and the crazy skin qualities, it's just a lot of things pointing to horror creature and scariness, but in the eyes is like a shyness or an innocence, like that even if he would be scary as hell, there's something there behind the eyes that tells you that he's a friendly, dumb little dude. So that's what I kept in mind. That's what that was my impression when I saw the drawing, and that's what I'm trying to do. And you'll see me do a lot with the eyes. And this is me doing some stuff with the eyes. For the eyes, a little bit later, I used Ian McKellen as a reference. I thought that was, I feel like he has the baggy old man eyes, with lots of forms going on, but just the eyes still gives like a wiseness, just a nice character. And anyways, even though it's hard to explain, I felt like though that picture was a good starting point. It was a good reference point. So yeah, sculpting, I jump around, as you can see. Also, I'm really sorry about these green dots. I thought that would help, and that's just annoying. So I won't do that anymore. Anyways, yeah, so when it comes to the sculpting, yeah, I'm bouncing around a lot. I go from one piece to the other, and I never finish anything by itself, and it keeps it fresh and fun. But it's also, I guess, a principle to use. I've heard a lot of people say it too, and it just keeps you going, and so you don't get tunnel visioned, and you end up having a really awesome eye or something that doesn't fit with the whole piece. So you're always trying to make something, whatever it is you're working on, work with everything else. So checking from a bunch of different views and materials and stuff. You also saw me earlier switch to the flat color material, and I use that for the silhouette. That way you're just looking at the silhouette, not the forms. So you want to make the silhouette read the character you want also. The neck, moving around. I'm jumping around between the move brush to tweak stuff around and to make big movements. And I use the clay tubes brush a little bit, the flattened brush to make stuff sharp. On the beak here, I use a flattened brush to define some planes, and on the brow and the forehead. And I use a standard brush, and with the standard brush, a lot of the time I'll use one of the alphas, which is like a circle with a brighter circle in the middle, and it gives you like this carving line, and you can see a lot of like the neck. I use that to do like carvings and stuff to get rigid, hard edges, and I also use stuff like the flattened brush for the inside of the eyes. And so right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm jumping between the standard brush and the move brush. So yeah, this piece took about 2 hours, and hopefully I'll be doing more of these, and that's what I'm trying to keep. If this were to be a final piece, you could spend another 2 hours just crisping stuff up. But I just want to make sure I've got everything I want in there, hints at stuff and folds and things like that. I just wanted to read, really. And so yeah. Hopefully this kind of stuff is helping, and I'd like to make my videos a little bit longer or more concise. So this has already been a good learning experience for me, and I can see things I want to do differently next time. But here is me rendering out a couple of things. This one I'm using for shadows, and I'll show you the concept art that AJ did again, so you can remember what it looks like. And then yeah, and then I'll show you my final render. And there you go. All right.